Squares and square roots. Without using logarithm tables, evaluate 384.16 multiplied by 0.0625 all over 96.04. Now the first thing here is we have to remove the decimal places. You can see that the numerator has how many decimal places? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It has 6 decimal places. The denominator has only 2. So let's take the one that has the largest decimal places. That means that to remove all of them, we have to multiply with a number that has 6 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number that has at least 6 zeros to remove all those decimal places, and that's a million. So you multiply the numerator and the denominator by a million, so that the upper part, all of the decimals have been removed. The lower part, it has removed the 2, and we are remaining with 10,000. Now, if you find the factors of now the new number is 38,416. If you find the factors of 38,416, it is 2, 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 7 times 7 times 7 times 7. This means that we have 2 raised to the power 4 for that number, and 7 raised to the power 4 for that number. We still have another number as a numerator. We have 625. 625, its factors are 5 multiplied by 5 4 times. It's like 5 raised to the power 4. Now the denominator, we have a new number. We have 96,604 multiplied by 10,000. So if you find the factors for 96,604, it is 2 times 2 times 7 times 7 times 7 times 7. So that is 2 squared and 7 raised to the power 4 multiplied by 10,000. Now you can see some numbers will cancel out. Like now we have 2 squared for the denominator. This will cancel out with the 2 some of the 2's on the numerator, that is 2 squared also. And then we have 7 to the power of 4 for the denominator. This will cancel out with the whole of the 7's for the numerator, because we have only 7 in the power of 4. So that we have the numerator as 2 raised to the power of 2 multiplied by 5 raised to the power of 4, and the denominator as 10 raised to the power of 4. Now we are to find the square root. If you are finding the square root of numbers raised to powers, you just divide those powers by 2. So if you divide 2 squared by 2, you get 2. If you divide the power of 4 by 2, you get 5 squared. If you divide 10 the power of 4 by 2, you get 10 square, 10 raised to the power of 2, or 10 squared. Now simplify further. 2 multiplied by 5 squared, you get 50. That's 25 multiplied by 2. And then 10 squared is 100. So 50 over 100 is 0.5. Evaluate without using mathematical tables. 0.0625 multiplied by 2.56 all over 0.25 multiplied by 0.08 multiplied by 0.5, and then get the square root of the whole thing. Now we can also remove decimal places here for all the number, the numerator and the denominator. Now we can count The numerator has how many? Has 6 decimal places. The denominator has how many? Has 5. So let's remove the one with the largest. So we need a number that has 6 zeros to remove the decimals. So that is a million. For the numerator, it will remove all the decimals. For the denominator, it will remove all the decimals, but we shall remain with the 10. Then let's find the factors for 625. The factors for 625 is 5 multiplied by 5 4 times. That is 5 raised to the power of 4. And then the factors for 256, it is 2 multiplied by 2 how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 8 times. And then we got the denominator. The factors of 25 is 5 times 5. The factors of 8 is 2 cubed. The factor of 10, it is 5 times 2 times, sorry, the factor of 5 is just 5. The factor of 10 is 2 times 5. Now you can see some numbers will cancel there. Like the 5 for the denominator, the whole of the 5 for the denominator will cancel with the 25 for the numerator. The whole of the 2's for the numerator will cancel with the 8 of the numerator. And then we have another 5 here. Will cancel with 5 for the numerator. Then we have 2 again. We cancel for 2 with the denominator. And then the last 5 will also cancel with 5 for the numerator. So that the only thing we remain that will remain for the numerator is 2 raised to the power of 4. Then getting the square root is just as well as dividing that power 4 by 2, so that we have 2 raised to the power of 2, which is 4. So the answer is 4. Evaluate without using mathematical tables. 1.9 multiplied by 0.032 all over 20 multiplied by 0.0038. Now we can remove the decimal places. You can see that the numerator has how many decimals? Has 4 decimal places. The denominator has also 4 decimal places. We need a number that has 4 zeros to remove those decimal places for the numerator and the denominator. So you shall multiply each by 10,000, so that our new sum becomes 19 multiplied by 35 all over 20 multiplied by 38. Now you can see these numbers cancel themselves comfortably, like 19 goes into 38, and then we have 2 goes sort of 4 going into 20, and 32. Now if you simplify, you get 4 over 5, and our answer is 0.8 if we write it as a decimal. Without using logarithm tables, evaluate the answer in decimal form. Now I have been given 0.015 plus 0.45 divided by 1.5 all over 4.9 multiplied by 0.2, add 0.07. Now we shall work out the part of division first for the numerator and the part of multiplication first for the denominator. So if you have 0.45 divided by 1.5, you get 0.3. And then 4.9 multiplied by 0.2, you get 0.98. So our new sum becomes 0.015 plus 0.3 all over 0.98 plus 0.07. Now we add the numerator, we get 0.315. The denominator we get 1.05. Now we can multiply by a number that removes the decimal places, so that we can easily simplify. That number is 1,000, because the numerator has higher decimal places, 3 of them, so it needs a number of 3 zeros to remove them. So the numerator becomes 315, the numerator becomes 1050. You can see this number cancels very well, so that we have 3 over 10, giving our answers as 0 over 3. Express 1470 and 7056 each as a product of its prime factors. Hence, evaluate leaving the answer in a prime factor form. So the 1470, it is these factors are 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 7 multiplied by 7. 7056, its prime factors are 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 7 multiplied by 7. Now we can use that to evaluate the sum we have been given there. 1470 squared all over the square root of 7056. 1470 squared, we can write it like this. We have the factors of 1470 as 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 7 multiplied by 7 multiplied by 7, and then all of these squared. So the 2, if you square, you'll get 2 squared. 3, if you square, get 2 squared. 5, if you square, you get 5 squared. And then here we already have 7 squared. So if you square, we should get 7 over 4. So here I wrote 7 over 2. That's a mistake. But you can see it clearly. You can work it out. It should not pose a problem to you. Now the denominator, we have 2 4 times, so it is just 2 over 4, and we have 3 2 times, which is 3 squared, and we have 7. How many times? 7 2 times, which is 7 squared. If you are finding a square root of a number that has powers, you just divide the power by 2. So if you divide the power by 2, 2 to the fourth root becomes 2 squared, 3 to squared becomes 3, 7 squared becomes 7. So that our answer, what does it become? Remember, the numerator, this 7 is not 7 squared, it's 7 to the 7 raised to the power of 4. That mistake, I highlighted it. Now the numerator, we have 1 7. So this 1 7 cancels into 7 raised to the power of 4, and we remain with the 7 cubed. Now we have 3 as the denominator, and we have 3 squared as the numerator. So they will cancel, and then we remain with only 1 3. So we have 3. And then we have 2 for the numerator, 2 squared for the numerator, and we have 2 squared for the numerator. They will cancel, we have 1, only 1. So that our ultimate answer is 3 multiplied by 5 squared multiplied by 7 squared. And we have been told to leave the answer in that prime factor form. So that's the answer. Evaluate without using mathematical tables or a calculator, expressing the answer in as a fraction in its simplest form. Now this is easy to evaluate because everything is multiplication. We can remove the decimal places. It is simpler to work with numbers that don't have decimal places by multiplying by this is 10 million, because we have at least how many decimal places? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. We have at least 7 decimal places for the numerator. So to remove all of them, we need a number that has 7 zeros. So you can see our new sum becomes 84 multiplied by 123 multiplied by 35, and then 287 multiplied by 57 multiplied by 100, That is a very easy sum. Now we find the factors. The factors of 84. What are they? And then the factors of 123. What are they? The factors of 35. What are they? 5 we have 3 times 7. 123 we have 3 multiplied by 41. And then 84 we have 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 7. The factors of 287 we have 7 multiplied by 41. The factors of 56 we have 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 7. And then 100, let's just leave it like that. Now you can see there are numbers which can cancel each other very comfortably between the denominator and the numerator. Like 41 and 41 goes. 7 we have 27 for the denominator, goes with the other 27 for the numerator. We have 2 times 2 times. We have at least 2 in the denominator, goes with the 2 for the numerator. Now what does we remain with? For the numerator we only remain with 3 times 3, which is 9. For the denominator we only remain with that is we only remain with 4 times 5. No, we only remain with 4 times 10, which is 40. So our answer is 9 over 40. Without using mathematical tables or calculators, evaluate the square root of 5184 all over 6 times negative 18 divided by 9 plus brackets 5 minus 3. For the denominator, shall work the part in brackets first. 5 minus 3. What do we get? For the numerator, we shall find the prime factors. So the prime factors are 2 raised to the power of 6 and 3 raised to the power of 4. This is easy, just divided by 2 to get the square root. So it becomes 3 raised to the power of 3 and 2 raised to the power of 3 and 3 squared. The denominator is an easy sum. If you work it out, we get negative 4. So 2 cubed times 3 squared is 72. Divided by negative 4. 4 goes in 72 comfortably. So we have our ultimate answer as negative 18. Use prime factors of 1764 and 2744 to evaluate the square of 1764 all over the cube root of I've read wrongly. It's the square root of 1744 divided by the cube root of 2744. Now the factors I've given them there. You can see it is for 1764 it is 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 7 multiplied by 7. That is the same as saying it is 2 squared, 3 squared, and 7 squared. Now the factors of 2744, it is 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 7 multiplied by 7 multiplied by 7. That's the same as saying it is 2 cube and 7 cube. Now let's now write those factors into the sum we have been given. You can see I've written them there. Now if you are finding the square root of a number raised to powers, you just divide the powers by 2. Or here we group them into 2, like 2 times 2 we group them into 2 and they only take 1. 3 times 3 we group them into 2 and they only take 1. 7 times 7 we group them into 2 and only take 1. So we are taking only one number for the out of a group of 2 for the numerator. So we have 2 times 3 times 7. For the denominator, if you are finding a number raise the power, you are finding the cubit of a number raised to a power, you just divide that power by 3. But in our case, we group them into 3s and then take one number. Like here we have 2 times 2 times 2. Group them like that and then take only 1, 2. And then 7, we have 3 of them. Group them into 1 and then take only 1 of 7 from that group of 3. So we have 2 times 7. So our new equation is 2 times 3 times 7 all over 2 times 7. You can see the 2 cancels the 2 for the denominator cancels the 2 for the numerator. The 7 for the denominator cancels the 7 for the numerator, and we only have 3 for the numerator, so that our answer is 3. Evaluate to correct 4 decimal places. Hence write the answer in standard form. Now this sum is easy to evaluate. If you evaluate, you will get 0.5080, and then write that in standard form. Just move the decimal place backwards so that it is between 5 and 0. And remember, moving backwards, you have moved 10 negative 1. So after I've done that, have 5.08 multiplied by 10 negative 1. That's the standard form. Without using mathematical tables or a calculator, evaluate. This is also easy because everything is about multiplication and division. You can move the decimal places and then work with numbers without decimal places. And then the prime factors are easy to find. You can see I found them there. And you can see they cancel each other. So they cancel each other so that the numerator we only have 3,000 and the denominator we have 250. They also divide easily and we get 60 as the answer. Evaluate without using mathematical tables. 1,000 multiplied by the square root of 0.0128 all over 200. Now we shall remove the decimals for the number in the square root so that we can able to simplify it simply. So we need a number having 4 zeros to remove the numerators decimals, and the same number shall multiply with the denominator. So the numerator, if you remove the decimals, it becomes 128. The denominator will be 200 multiplied by 10,000. Now, if we get the factors of 128, it is 2 raised to the power of 6. And for the denominator, it is what I've written here is a bit wrong, but work out. We shall have the answer is correct. The answer is correct, but what I've worked here is wrong. But reaching here, I'm sure you can be able to finish it. Even though my working is here wrong, I'm sure it is not a problem to him. Getting the factors of 128 is easy because they are all multiple in twos. And then the factors of 210,000 is not difficult as such because these are number 0. It's easier working with numbers that have zeros. So work it out. I'm sure this poses no problem.